Pasig City, a town formerly known to be the capital of the province of Rizal before becoming a part of Metro Manila in adherence to Presidential Decree 824. The name Pasig or Pasega is an ancient Sanskrit that means sand or riverbanks. It can also mean a waterway coming from another body of water, describing the well-known Pasig River that flows from Laguna de Bay to Manila Bay. Pasig City is now one of the go-to places to eat out following the rising trend of food strips around Capitolio, Capitol Commons, and other places like Meralco and Ultra. For this travelogue, however, my groupmates and I discovered the historical site of Pasig, which was featured in our travelogue with the different landmarks located in the old center of Pasig, also known as Barangay Kapasigan. Now, on to the travelogue. So for our first stop, we have the Bahay na Tisa.
Okay, so this is the oldest bahay na bato in Pasig. You can see it's very worn down. Says it was built by Don Cecilia Tec y Cabrera in the early 1850s. It's been home to several generations of the Tec family.
So for our first stop, we have a house that is commonly known by the locals as Bahay na Tisa or tile-roofed house, which is actually the oldest house found in Pasig. This was built by Don Cabrera in the early 1850s, and during the Marcos era, this house was used to hold political meetings and hosting meetings. It also served as a barangay hall and was even used as a backdrop for different films. For our second stop, we have the Raimundo House.
So this is the Raimundo House, owned by the Raimundo family, which is a family active in the Pasig City politics during the Spanish era. Yeah.
Just as Gian mentioned, the Raimundo House was owned by the Raimundo family, a well-known family in Pasig for their involvement in the local politics since the Spanish period. 3 individuals from this family served as a city mayor. For our next stop, we will be visiting both the Pasig City Museum and the Rizal Plaza.
Hey guys, so I'm here at the Pasig City Museum. So this was actually built by Fortunato Concepcion, and then during the Japanese era, this was actually used as the headquarters by the Japanese officials. So yes, this is a great part of Pasig, and right across it is actually the Rizal Monument. So as you guys can see, this place was actually known as the Plaza Rizal because Pasig was actually known to be the old Rizal province back in the day.
Right in front of the Raimundo House stands the Plaza Rizal and the Pasig City Museum. Within the plaza lies a statue of Jose Rizal facing the Immaculate Concepcion Cathedral down the street. The statue is considered as sacred and no one is allowed to go near the platform. The Pasig City Museum is actually a historic house museum, a mansion previously owned by former Mayor Don Concepcion. This architecture was designed by a local architect incorporating a Spanish Baroque mansion and was completed in 1937. Overall, this museum is known to house both its city's historical and art treasures. Our next stop is the Immaculate Conception Cathedral.
This is the Immaculate Conception Cathedral. It is the first Marian parish in the Philippines. This church can also be seen in the logo of Pasig.
Like Bia had just mentioned, the Immaculate Conception Cathedral is one of the oldest structures in the city of Pasig, founded in 1573. The founding of this church coincides with the foundation of the town Pasig as seen in its logo. It also serves as a military headquarters during the brief British occupation in Manila, and this cathedral is the seat of the Diocese of Pasig. For our last stop, we have the Dimas Alang Bakery.
This is the Dimasalang Bakery, established in 1919. It has the pen name of Rizal Dimasalang, and look at all the goods it has.
A few blocks away, the famous Dimas Alang Bakery is sure to satisfy your hunger. This long-standing bakery dating back to 1919 is surely loved by the locals. Much like any other bakery in the Philippines, pandesal is also a staple here. So what are you waiting for? Why don't you try to see the historical background of the town near you? And with this, we would like to thank you for listening to our travelogue and hope you enjoyed taking a glimpse of the historical background of Pasig.